Spanish podcast. Hi, and welcome to everyone to the podcast, the Mystic Podcast. I am Love. This is
Faith.
and over
And
there.
me, Tim. Hi.
Lovely. So, Faith, what the fuck are we doing today? Why are we forced here today?
What do you want us?
What the fuck, dude?
Why do you want me? Because we're doing witchcraft questions. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
Fuck,
woo.
I forgot to put on music. God dang it, wait.
Wow.
Whoa! 2 seconds. I did absolutely not just fuck up music and anything.
Okay, guys, podcast over. Bye.
Goodbye.
See you next week. Bye.
Just add in an outro right here and that's it. No. Faith, what are we doing here?
So I guess me and Tim are gonna ask questions, except Tim doesn't have any questions, and it's just.
I feel like
me.
that sounds fair. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
forgot. Förlåt mig då. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's the thing. This will absolutely be a part of the podcast now, but I'm thinking we should do absolutely 2 videos today because, let's be honest, next week is going to be a bit tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Christmas.
It's
Yeah.
Christmas.
Kind of weird thinking that it's Christmas next week, isn't it? It just feels like... For me, it's just like any other school week, and I don't know why I say school week, but it just feels like, oh yeah, but I'm just going to school next week anyway, you know? Like, it's meh. Absolute dissociative state of like, no, it can't be Christmas. This is
Love,
wrong.
love. When was the last time you had a sommarlov? Existential crisis. Fuck!
Well, I don't know what that is. So.
Summer vacation.
2016. 2014 to be very specific, because that is the only time when I did not do university. And it's not called self-studies at uni, so yeah, 2014 would be the last year I had summer vacation.
Wow.
Yeah, that's 11 years ago. Anyway, fuck me. Faith, please ask me a question before I get sad.
Okay. Very random question.
Woo.
How is snakeskin and animal like byproducts used in different cultures within witchcraft? For example, like folk magic and like its symbolism.
And I think the most important part there is to end the question at the symbolism kind of thing. If we go into any nature-based kind of witchcraft or religion, and I'm gonna just state chemeticism, every single god has a personality of an animal. If it's a jackal, Anubis. If it's a lioness, Bast. If another lioness, Sekhmet. If it's a hawk, Horus. So on and so forth. All of these have the personalities. For example, Sobek is a big crocodile being, and naturally it's gonna act like a crocodile being. It's a very calm being, but it's a fucking scary being. Like, fuck that. And literally, the text around Sobek says, he fucks where he eats. So, do be fucking careful. It's a nurturing and loving being, but he will fuck you up. But just like that natural kind of idea about the personalities of the Kemetic gods, the same comes alongside the nature-based science of what am I using in my spells. So, for example, you said snake skin, or shedding, for example. And other times it could be spider sheddings. What do they have symbolically? Obviously, it's something about shedding. It's a renewal or anything like it. And obviously, it can also be used in any other tools within healing, like renewal and everything like that. And also, it can be absolutely curses, hexes, and jinxes. Fuck you. I need you to have a new life and be not a part of mine. I throw you over there now. So, observe it for exactly what it is. Look at it. If it's a snake shedding, obviously renewal. How you use it in your spell, it really just depends on the anatomy of your spell work, kind of thing. So yeah, it's the symbolism that is usually the very strongest. Then it got kind of twisted around the 1500s. where, you know, everyone have seen the movies where they're like, an eye of a newt and blah, 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 and like, okay, a lizard's tail, and most people actually don't know that these are actually common flower names back in the 1500s. So eye of newt is literally like any other dandelion, it's just had a different name. I know that eye of newt is literally something really basic, like a heather flower or something like that, but that is because just like the same simplicity of pubs back in 1500s didn't have text on the sign usually had a staggering horse. What did you call the pub? The staggering horse, because people couldn't read. The same simplicity came kind of with this. The morbidity of remembrance is, oh, an eye of newt, that's scary enough, I'll use that, yeah. And all of a sudden it turns into simplicity and blah 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 blah. So the symbolic idea of an eye of newt, for example, is the only thing that is twisted when it comes to common flower names that got lost a little bit around the 1500s. But everything has the symbolical value of exactly what it is. I feel like I went around that question so fucking far. But it is what it is. Here we are now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's really cool to like look into like how many different options there are, even like outside, like how accessible witchcraft can be to everyone.
Oh yeah. Witchcraft is absolutely free. Capitalism fucking capped off in the 90s though. It was absolutely insane. Like, you need to buy these instruments, you need to buy these tools, these herbs, these blah blah blah. Okay, but I got grass outside.
Yeah.
And I actually saw a TikTok. He's a very famous witch talker that said, these are 3 witches that I will never ever fuck around with. In fact, I think you reposted the video even. And one of them were glamour witches, the other one was sigil witches, and then there was chaos witches. The chaos witch was so fucking simplistic, and I fucking loved it. No, not only did you curse me, but you fucking cursed me with 2 hair clips and a PlayStation controller. And I'm like, fuck yeah. And I love that idea. Witchcraft can be so simple. You just need to get into it. Be a fucking chaos witch and curse someone with 2 hair clips and a fucking PlayStation controller.
Like, there's so much space for like creativity. It's so fucking cool. Like, what the hell?
Actually, that opened the mind up. Imagine cursing someone with a PlayStation controller, and the curse is quick time events.
Oh my god.
Imagine every single staircase step you need to take is a quick time event. Like, oh fuck, I overthought this, and just face plant.
Yes.
Oh damn, yes.
Right? I curse you with quick time.
Okay, we have to do that now.
No, don't. You're gonna ruin lives.
We have to do it. There's so many people.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a fun thought of mine now. I'm gonna curse someone with a PlayStation controller. Yeah.
So my next question is, how does sacred geometry in architecture throughout history shape our consciousness of reality? Like the symbolism of sacred geometry, like around us in our everyday lives.
I know that you asked me this on WhatsApp as well, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna fucking give fucking good references and shit. Have I? No. But there are some very obvious things that will make anyone sound like a fucking conspiracy theorist. Usually when it comes to holy numerology and everything like that, when we look at pine cones, we can obviously see that beautiful fucking math is made in there. And the same goes with a pine cone thing. Did you know that the seeds are actually only put off? No, that's not the word. English. Fuck. Inside of the pine cone, there are the seeds of the pine tree. These seeds only get loose from and get activated in pure chaos. So either during wintertime or when there's a fire. So nowhere in between. That's why we don't really see a lot of pines grow around. You guys can imagine the redwoods in Canada, US. Those pines only shed off their seeds when there's a pure fire. So you can imagine why there's not so many redwoods.
So that's why we plant our own pines then?
Yeah, practically. But that is also, here in Sweden we have a very specific set of pines. So we also use it very perfectly for a great use of energy forests. So we actually grow them during a year until they get just about 4 to 5 meters high, and then we cut them down and burn them, and then we do it again and do it again and do it again because it's so fucking useful.
Yeah.
There's that as well. Anyway, sacred geometry and architecture and everything like that. When you start looking at a lot of towns, a lot of big cities specifically, I think both of you know in the nearest big city that there are at least 2 high buildings next to each other.
Churches.
Mm-hmm.
And like hospitals.
Mm. Most likely, right? And then you also have just the regular fucking 2-tower buildings, always. Not to mention the fucking 2 towers that rip in pieces. But here in Stockholm, for example, we have the 2 high towers near Karolinska sjukhus. We have a hospital here that has 2 very high towers. These are actually masonry architecture. It has always been there. It's always going to be there. And beyond those 2 towers, there's always going to be some kind of opening park or municipal place for people to be. If you go into any kind of masonry space, you will always notice that when you come through a big door, you have 2 towers, 2 pillars. And if you guys are somewhat knowing, English is absolutely not there with me because I still have a massive headache. If you know of the High Priestess in Tarot, the Tarot card has 2 pillars, one black, one white, one saying J and one saying B. Those are from the Masonry idea about the dualities, the black and whites, the good versus evil, so on and so forth, the yin and yang. Well, not necessarily yin and yang, it has more dualities than that, but these 2 towers will always be in every big city, ever, where any kind of control has ever been put, because there are always deeper ideas. Always. Way more than anyone ever thinks. You can kind of also see the absolute opposite of the sacred geometry in villages where it's less than 3,000 people, because obviously they just put a fucking house up and hoped for the best, and you can see how the road should have gone straight, but there was a house in the middle, so it just went around and just fucking messed that whole fucking architectural plans up. But yeah, the sacred geometry will always be there. And let's be honest, if we didn't have Pythagorean math, we would not have cities today.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool as fuck.
I feel like I barely answered it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question.
No, shut up, Tim.
I just
Tim, go. Fuck.
It's about wood. Since we were talking about wood.
Lovely.
Everyone knows about Harry Potter and the different woods they use for the wands. What is the significance of like different types of woods in wand making?
It's actually a really difficult question, because wand making hasn't really been one of those deep cultural heritage things in any kind of cultures or witchcraft practices or religions or anything like that. Obviously we have them, and they have significance. For example, you can see the Pope has several kinds of staffs. One of them is yew, one of them is olive, one of them is pine. And all of them has different kind of things. One is a fork with a nail through it, another one actually has a pine at the very top of it, and so on and so forth. They only have significance due to the stories they tell. So for example, the olive branch is mainly because that's where Judas got penetrated through the kidney practically and died. So obviously he wears it on a day where a non-believer died, kind of thing. The yew is also the day where Jesus resurrected, because yews are apparently very important for that kind of stuff. I don't know, I'm not really that deep into deep Christian lore, but yeah, wands kind of comes with the same thing. Wands come mainly from Welsh witchcraft and Celtic witchcraft, and they have 2 different, very, very different kind of trees. 2 more significant than others. For the Welsh ones, they have the rowan tree, and rowan trees as amulets and everything like that is very protected in the Welsh practices. And in comparison to the Irish and Celtic ones, Faith, you know the stick? What's that called?
Shillelagh.
Shillelagh, that's the one. Yeah, it is actually made from a very black and hardened wood, so that was actually commonly used for wands in Celtic and Irish practices. So it was mainly used for a energy focus of protection, putting up barriers and everything like it. So yeah, it really depends on what culture you're looking into and what wood they have growing around them. So for example, here in Sweden, we would have björk as the most common wand. It's just very fucking impossible to get a wand of björk. So yeah.
Ooh, wand.
Birch.
Birch. So yeah, that's the most Swedish one you could ever get.
Red pine.
Typical US people.
Yeah.
Oh yay, someone decided to drill now. I hope someone thinks I'm farting now.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear it.
I
It's
fucking
all
hope
good.
so. You're gonna see the VOD later and it's just gonna say... Oh well, let's continue before I shit myself apparently. Oh, my dog is reacting to it as well. Lovely.
How do realms and this reality have so many synchronizations in shapes, and how can it be activated to obtain higher occult knowledges?
Ooh, that last part is a difficult one. The first one is fairly easy. Chance. You said it yourself. Synchronicities and everything like that. Who can say that anyone ever... You gotta hear this farting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this sounds absolutely fucking horrendous.
No, I can't hear it.
Nah, this is gonna be a great fucking podcast. So, synchronicities, how can we ever control it? It's, for example, with the pure science of how do we observe light molecules as well. The moment we observe the molecules, they will start acting up. The moment we do not observe the light molecules, they will start acting fucking willy-nilly chaos. Dog! Shush! Hey, miss! My wife isn't home, so it is what it is now. I love that I have the perfect environment for making a podcast today. Hi and welcome, people. I hope you guys enjoy Absolute Chaos. And there we go with the drilling again. Yay! Shit. But no, we can't control synchronicity, so it's actually quite difficult. But how we can gain higher knowledge is when we start making...
I love this.
Hey, miss! Fuck's sake! Come! Hey, miss!
See, this is why I'm the favorite child, Hermes.
What the fuck? Wasn't ready that you jump up as well. No. When we can start making sense and actually gaining higher knowledge is when we start writing down, documenting this synchronicity. For example, this is how the Chinese language got written down. You know all of those squiggly squaggles, the lines and everything. Like, obviously, we can kind of make sense what is a forest because it looks like 3 trees. That it means forest in the Mandarin text. Same goes with water because it's a waterfall running down, a fire because it looks like a fire with wood, and some of them makes a lot of sense. But the way it actually started was through bone throwing. Eventually, when we started getting enough synchronicities and saying, all right, but this has been about your relationship problems every single time. Obviously, this means couple problems. So they start writing it down on wood, paper, and eventually used ink and paper. At that point, we start getting higher knowledge. And, for example, the Chinese language got made. So when we start jotting down when this happens every single time, we get to learn. Simple as that. And also as difficult as that, because how would you know that you need to jot down, like, oh, this happened 3 weeks ago, and the 3 weeks before that, and so on and so forth. I forgot to document any of them. But yeah.
What other ones do I have? Hold on. How does your state of mind affect, like, the craft, like, and your spell work, like what you do? Like, how important is mental health?
So much. So fucking much. This is also kind of why it's so important, why 99% of most wishes says, intention is everything! Yeah, but for that 1%, it doesn't do intention. The chaos practitioners that say, fuck it, YOLO. Let's see what is. Fuck around and find out kind of thing. They don't have intention. They do the craft and hope for the best. Barely intention in there. I'm gonna make my coffee. Did I make it with intention? No, because I have a coffee machine and I went here and started the video call and everything like that. I didn't put intention to my coffee. Do I still intend to drink it? Absolutely. So do you, apparently.
Sharing.
No,
Yeah.
not with the puppy. No. Okay, bye.
Bye, me.
Now bear with me. My brain is not here. What did I say? Shit.
Something about coffee. Intentions.
Intentions, stern intentions, coffee.
Yeah, and what was the question? Let's go with that instead.
Like, how does your state of mind affect?
Oh, that's the one. Yeah.
craft and spellwork?
Exactly. Every single practice has different kind of things. For example, a kitchen witch stirs intention into her stews, counterclockwise, clockwise, whatever it is, but they want this stew to heal the sick. I have a flu, well, I'm gonna fucking delete this flu because I know exactly everything I put in there and I got my good fucking intentions in there. Fuck yeah, stew, fuck yeah. In comparison to another healer that does Reiki, obviously that's going to be a whole other set of mentality, because now we need to unlock a puzzle making kind of thing instead. We need to start writing, we need to control something else. It's like Tai Chi, where you need to be in a state of mind of what this next step would be. Same goes with everything else. It's just every practice does it differently. For example, when we talk about more explicit practices like sex magic, for example, depending on the practice, it is either to getting it to the goal of sex naturally, and then in that kind of euphoric state we start working on ourselves. Other times that kind of practice actually uses it more like a battery and charges up spells and ideas rather than coming to the goal. So everything is really dependent. Are you the battery? Are you a goal? Are you the energy focus? And so on and so forth. Mentalities have so many important things in it. If you say fuck it YOLO, obviously there's going to be a fuck it YOLO kind of result to it. And that's why chaos is so fucking fun, when you curse people with a fucking PlayStation controller. But you can use that fuck it energy to also make a good result of a fuck it energy. So yeah, I would say that through your intention, that those 99% of people that use intention, they put the majority of the spell work in. The components that they do is practically a tool to get themselves there. Every single spell in that sense is also a form of manifestation.
Damn. I don't know. I was going to say something there and it just went out of my mind.
Yep. I love that I'm barely answering questions today, but yeah.
Me trying. That's... Yeah.
Hope it makes sense to the people that's watching.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, for everyone that is watching these podcasts, comment your questions in the comments.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, good fucking idea, Tim. Yeah.
Like, ask anything. We will answer. We'll try our best. Love will try his best.
I will apparently try my best.
Yeah.
Hopefully you won't catch me on a day when I'm sick and my headache is absolutely fucking a firework on New Year's Eve, but yeah.
Well, this is like, we are in like 3 stages of knowing shit. You know everything. Faith knows some stuff. I know nothing. So this is like the perfect podcast.
It's like the
setup.
evolution of Pokemon.
It's the evolution of Pokemon. I love how
Yeah.
we became a woman in between there, Tim. Lovely. It feels not so much Pokemon rather than Digimon. The next evolution is just gonna be an 8-winged being with 3 guns.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. So, anyway.
So leave your comments, questions down below.
Yes, exactly what Tim said. Faith, keep going.
Okay, so this is one I just thought of. Why and like Okay, why are sigils so important within certain practices? And also, like, how did the practice of like making sigils evolve or become?
I truly love this question. It all narrows down to, what do you feel most connected to? Me, I love sigil work. Like literally, we talked a little bit earlier here before the podcast as well, and I said no, I really want to draw because I'm working on a sigil. I love sigil just like I love language. Language is such a fucking amazing thing. We talk English here, most of us. Not Faith though, because I mean it is what it is. But
Because Irish.
yeah, exactly. Fucking Irish people. Um,
You're Irish too.
Fair enough. Shut up. Shush. Um, it's just like any other language. Which language fits you best? Which language would you like to do? Which kind of art would you like to do? Theater, dance, music, paint? And what kind of paint? Would you like to do sketches, oil painting, water paint? Everyone does their own thing, and that connection is the most important part. Obviously, I will not do fucking sigil work if I don't care for sigil work, and that is why that practice is not for me, and so on and so forth. Just like I don't usually do kitchen work because, let's be honest, I don't cook. Full stop. But this question is just as directed to why is stews so much more important for kitchen witches than for sigil witches? The exact same connection, because you know that it works for you. You feel so innately more powerful and connected to your work through what you believe in and what you focus on right here and right now. That is why sigils are important. That's why stews are important. Because of you. And I love that. For example, I don't care much for Swedish language. I fucking don't care. But I do have a goal of learning every single language that I can in life. Am I working on it? No, but it's a dream. And I feel absolutely fucking connected to it. And that is why I like sigils, because it's just another language.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, that is why it's important. Yeah, it doesn't have much to do with, like, yes, you need sigils to contact demons and everything like that. No, who the fucking cares? Contact a demon without the fucking sigil. It's your practice. But sigils will work better if that is your practice. It's that simple. It's philosophical, not, like, performative. Vastly different things.
Yeah. So, like, I'm just basically thinking of these questions now. When, I guess, a psychic medium, or like whatever you want to call it, term you want to put on it, when they're like having, like, I guess, visions, how did it differentiate, like, actual visions from, say, like, maybe something to do with, like, a mental health condition, or like from
fine lines here, fine lines.
Yeah, fine
Absolutely,
lines.
yeah.
Like, it's something that crossed my mind. I was like wondering, like, how, like, yeah.
It's a really great question. And honestly, when is fuck, I really want to kind of change up the question to an easier way of understanding it. When does reading become a mental problem? There's a simple word for it. When you're dyslexic.
Dyslexia.
Yeah. Dyslexic. This is kind of the same thing. If you are a spiritual person, obviously you can maybe see spirits. You might even be able to talk to them. You might be even able to fuck them off, so on and so forth. It's really depending on you and your spirituality and your control of that spirituality. Now, the difference between that is you going to a doctor and getting a diagnostics of multiple personality disorders. And let's be honest, some people that see spirits, talk to spirits, believe in spirits, see spirits, so on and so forth, they might not even get a multiple personality disorder or schizophrenia, either audio or visual. Some people just don't get that. No matter how many spirits they have around them at any given moment, it still kind of depends on so many. And unfortunately, and I say unfortunately here, because bureaucracy, and I say that mainly as a synonymous word for paperwork, has gotten so fucking infiltrated into the healthcare systems of today that you need to check a few boxes to get a certain diagnostics. If you have BBT, if you have ADHD, if you have autism, if you have schizophrenia, so on and so forth, you need to like, okay, you got 74 out of 75. Sorry, you don't have ADHD. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm missing every single fucking bus I meant to take. What are you talking about? I can't sit still for shit. Oh, yeah. Those are 2 of 75. Absolutely, yes. But you hit 74. So you don't have ADHD. And at that point, like, okay, but right now you are practically telling me I'm not getting medicine to get help of my mental disorder, if you like to call it disorder. This is kind of the same thing. Do you want help with your things? Obviously, you need it on paper. But if it's not on paper, and obviously, when we are talking about mediumship and spiritual work and everything like it, when you talk to spirits, see spirits, commune with spirits, summon spirits, banish spirits, if we talk about this whole out of 75 score, a person that can commune and be a medium can get a 10 on that score and have the exact same problems as someone that has audio or visual or audiovisual schizophrenia can have the exact same problems. It's just that one of them can actually check off all the bureaucratic boxes on a healthcare form because they probably have more syndromes than just, oh yeah, sup, Frederick, you out? No, oh, there you died again. Oh, you back? Ah, typical daywalkers. I went through the door again. Frederick, I told you, open the door. There he goes. He opened the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
Open the door.
But yeah, it's a fucking fine line, and obviously I urge people to get in contact with your healthcare system if you actually find that you have an actual problem. Always, your mental state is so much more important than you being or thinking that you're being a spiritual person. Way more important. If you think they're spirits, fucking dope. Still go look at it, please. Doesn't hurt unless you're in the US and you get in like lineage depth. You and your grandchildren will pay forever. Besides the US people, please seek help.
We love you, Americans.
We love you.
Yeah, we love the Americans. We don't love the American political system. Those two are vastly different things.
We are okay with the idea of America.
No, we're not.
No.
We're okay with the idea of American people.
Yeah.
Some of them. Anyway, besides hate speech, let's continue.
It's a form of witchcraft.
Hate speech. Yes, it is. It is powerful words. Anyway.
Okay. Here's another question. How do I format this? Damn. When
No.
doing when okay.
Yeah. Anyway, continue.
No.
Look at that. When doing blood magic, what is the, like, I guess, significance in using human blood and using maybe animal blood? Does it matter?
It does in some sense, yeah. And we can actually look into the Christian practices for that. You guys remember when a guy needed to kill off his son and he said, no, he's my son. And God said, you know what, fuck you. I'm gonna call upon the angels and kill every single fucking firstborn ever. Unless you kill a lamb and pour its blood on the doors. And obviously we have a lamb.
Are you talking about Abraham?
What?
Are you talking about Abraham?
Maybe. Good recollection. But obviously a lamb, in so many stories as well as art, this Christian idea about the lamb being the most innocent being ever is obviously a very big step. Okay, either you kill a lamb, the most innocent being ever that has never and will never do any kind of harm, or you kill your son. It kind of turned equivalent. So we have pure innocence of an animal, and a very specific animal, and same goes with human. Obviously, we have morals and ethics. Is it usually frowned upon to call upon blood in any practice? Yes, it is. But do you care about that if you work actively with human blood, animal blood, whatever it is? No. So you just need to look at, again, the exact same question that we had with the snake shed and everything like it. The symbolism of what do I like to draw upon for this specific practice and craft. If I want human blood, let's go. Let's go. Animal blood, okay, wait, what kind? Lamb? Wolf? Obviously we have two dichotomies here. One evil, one good, one predator, one prey. What do we call upon? That is literally the only significance, the symbolism of each thing. And when it comes to human blood, it may or may not be added one more extra step if you want to do ancestry work as well, for example. But yeah, that's like the only difference really. But you can still make sacrifices to gods. For example, in voodoo, you do sacrifice birds, you sacrifice cats, you sacrifice whatever you have to get in contact with the laws. So it really depends on what are you sacrificing as payment as well in some practices. So yeah.
It's like in paganism when you sacrifice to the gods. Don't you sacrifice 7 of this, 7 of this? Or am I completely off now?
No, you are absolutely correct. Some gods are absolutely specific on it. And I think in Norse mythology, we do have obvious sacrificial ideas about certain things. For Odin, there's sometimes a horse, sometimes Loki have a snake or spiders, so on and so forth, to actually get him what he needs. In comparison to Hellenism, the Odyssey, the very start of the Odyssey, for example, is just the Odyssey starts when the Trojan War is done, and Odysseus needs to move on home, and it just never fucking happens for over 50 billion years. But at that very start, a big general guy loves fire, needs to sacrifice his daughter to Poseidon to calm the waters. He was very fucking reluctant though, but he did it eventually, and all of a sudden we get this idea that Poseidon asked specifically for this big general dude's daughter, rather than the 7 goats, 7 chickens, 7 lizards.
Yeah.
Like, we have different kind of sets of rules depending on the gods. In Hellenism, they ask actively of what do you want sacrificed. According to the old stories, at the very least. Neo-paganism today is very vastly different, but yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
How does crystals work?
Oh fucking Christ! That's a
the
Pandora's
different
box,
types of
dude.
minerals.
That is
what are they good for? Like, say, what's the difference between quartz and smoky quartz, or
Ooh.
rose quartz?
And my question would be back from what practice are you asking? Do you see
Yeah.
how big this question is? There's 600,000 different kind of practices out there, and every single one of them has an idea about the crystals you mentioned, and some of them actually don't have any ideas that those crystals even exist.
You choose one.
You choose one. It's impossible to say. I think I said this in the last podcast as well. The Hawaiians, the Maori, the Mesoamericans, they all used obsidian for vastly different things. The Mesoamericans used it for ancestor work, the hedge practices, and sacrifices. The Maori uses it mainly for only ancestor work and weaponry. So it's not even at that point witchcraft anymore. It's just a very cool and sharp tool that they have. Same goes with rose quartz in Shintoism. Rose quartz is actually self-love. When it comes to Wiccan practices, you know that very lovely practice, they tell you that it's about love, full stop. It can be about anything. In Celticism, rose quartz is actually all about outward love and marriage, so on and so forth. Like, all of the crystals have so many different ideas, because when you start Googling any crystal and you say, rose quartz is for this, I can tell you straight away it's wrong. Because, one, that Google and that Pinterest image that you just clicked on is not stating from what practice it's coming from.
Yeah.
Theomineralogy is not a thing. Yet. I'm trying to really work on it, but
You be trying.
yeah, it's. I think one of my tomes is literally gonna be theomineralogy.
I feel like that's like really needed, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I had another question. Oh yeah, you know those you can buy rings.
Yes,
They're
hematite.
like
Yep, correct.
I don't know what they're made of.
It's a black
But-
rock that breaks. Hematite. Yeah.
Hammer, thank you. Like, what's the purpose with that?
So, in very recent years, and thank Wiccan for this one as well, the purpose of the hematite ring is to break. Literally, what?
I figured that out as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Why it's breaking is because, according to Wiccan practices, it is saying that it has altered and absorbed so much negative energy, so it breaks. When it breaks, it's done its job. Fuck yeah, good job. Now, if you were to actually look at capitalism, it's saying you're buying a flaw.
Yeah, because if I just look at the hematite ring wrong, it will break.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
sneeze in its general direction from another country, it will break. It's ridiculous. So yeah, you're buying a flaw. It's a capitalistic, idiotic idea about what a ring should be.
My mental state is as tough as a fucking hematite ring.
Fair. My sleep schedule is as tough as a hematite ring.
You wish it was.
I wish it was as tough, yeah. Fair. Fuck.
What's Moldavite dreaming?
What did you just say?
What's the term Moldavite dreaming mean? Like, I've seen it posted on so many people's like TikToks and different places online, and I'm like, what even is
yay,
it?
Reddit has made a new thing. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, Google. Fuck yeah. Moldavite dreaming is theorized to be a trance state. When you start using a crystal to specifically as a tool to get into a trance state or astral projection and everything like that, Moldavite dreaming is kind of the same. Like scrying, when you start seeing figures and everything like that. It's exactly like the Mesoamericans started using it for scrying as well. It's the mirror scrying, but Moldavite is one of those very, I say allegedly here, allegedly very volatile crystals for the mental state of a lot of people, because Moldavite, usually when you see people talking about Moldavite, you can see like, oh yeah, I cannot have Moldavite in my home because I get this and this happened and blah 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 blah, like it does not fit me and everything like that, and people are still like, fuck yeah, Moldavite is kind of cool. But it's also one of the most easily faked crystals out there as well, just like what's it called, very blue bumpy crystal thing.
Lapis.
Yeah, lapis. Yeah, that's the one. Like 90% of everything on the market is fake. It's resin. It's absolutely.
Or
insane.
wait, maybe turquoise.
Could be as well. Yeah, turquoise. That's the one. Yeah, it has the lines through it. Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Because turquoise is fucking expensive, and you can't buy that in a regular shop. I can tell you that much. That should be behind a locked door. That's how expensive it actually is. So.
Damn.
So Moldavite dreaming is a neo-pagan stuff. Whoa! But also any Moldavite thing is a neo-pagan stuff. Do you guys know what Moldavite actually is?
No.
Nope.
So in comparison to a lot of crystals, obviously most crystals are a mineralization of some kind of glass or it's called something.
Silica.
Silica, thank you. Exactly, silica that takes space or grows in a certain space together with other minerals and products from the periodic table, practically, making purple, pink, or round or square. Fuck, I lost my train of thought. Where was I? I told you, my headache is absolutely insane.
What
Moldavite.
Moldavite it was.
Moldavite, that's the one. Moldavite is actually from a meteor that hit Moldova. And I need to be very specific here. It is not the meteorite that is Moldavite. Moldavite was created when the meteor hit ground so fucking hard that it heated up the ground, that the sand and ground around it that shattered became so hot, just like a lightning can hit sand and turn into glass. That's exactly what that is. It's glass.
Do you guys have a favorite crystal?
Bismuth.
Labradorite.
Mine is what's it called?
Granite.
No.
Gravel.
Sharon amethyst.
What the fuck did you just call me?
I think it's like amethyst. Yeah, Sharon. It has white lines in it.
But more importantly, why is it your favorite crystal?
Because it's purple.
Oh, so it's a rough. Ah, okay. So it's technically not a crystallization of amethyst. It's actually the fuck. It's called something when it's grown in lines rather than in towers. Fuck, it's called something.
Clusters. No.
No, cluster. That is the towering.
Yeah.
But usually through mountains and everything like that, you can kind of see where you try to dig for copper and gold and everything like that. How there's lines inside of the mountain walls. How you need to get to those lines inside of the mountain. It's more that rather than clustering, towering of the crystal. That's what the Sharonite amethyst is.
No.
So why is the crystal you chose love your favorite then?
Have you guys seen it?
I have.
It's absolutely fucking amazing, and it can be man-made.
Ooh.
Yeah, it can naturally be man-made from coughing syrup in US.
Cool.
Yeah.
And why you, Faith?
Faith, go, please.
Why is that your favorite?
It's pretty. That's why.
Yeah, true that. I fucking love labradorite. It's a good, strong second for me.
Well, moonstones are fucking beautiful as well, though.
They really are. Yeah.
Like a proper, like, white one.
That's where I raise it. No. But yeah.
You don't have to make everything racist.
Too late.
Or like Jasper Bloodstone.
Oh yeah. Good
Yeah.
night sanguine color there. Yeah.
Amber.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels so. I don't know. It's overrated for me, to be honest. But people, I'm gonna say like this that we should end the podcast here. Would someone like to do a lovely outro here?
Remember to put your questions in the comments, and thank you for watching this somewhat chaotic podcast.
Woo!
Episode. Remember to like and all of that.
Damn, you're really selling it, bro.
Subscribe. So
hit that like button and don't forget to put on notifications and subscribe, people. Okay, bye.
bye.